Okay, so I'm gonna start my eye look off. I know I look so crazy without makeup, but this is how it begins, girls. Forgive that glare. I'm trying here, guys. It's not that simple as I might have thought making videos. But anyway, I'm gonna go into NYX's white base. I'm already baking. I've already done my eyebrows the best I could, and I'm gonna place this on my eyelid just like this. Lightly, not too much. Very carefully dragging it across my eyebrow area. So I always put a little bit in the inner corner so that the makeup that I'm going to apply there sticks. But I don't use too much of this, because it'll sometimes make like lines or something I don't really feel like blending out. I'm just chilling at home. Okay, so that's all it takes. Doesn't really do much of a difference, but it does as far as like sticking your makeup to it. I wish this light would get out of my way. Making videos is a little harder than I might have thought, so sorry guys. We're trying. I know you can still see what I'm doing. Forgive me. That's better. Okay, now I'm going to use BH Cosmetics Modern Neutrals. And I'm going to lay down, I'm going to use this right here and put that all over. I always tap into it 3 times because I'm weird. You can do it how you'd like. So just put that all over. I use a Bobbi Brown eye shader. It works great. Just like gets everything to top to bottom with one little swipe, which is perfect. I can appreciate that. So put that all over, top to bottom. Find me a nice fluffy brush. Forgive me, I'm not organized today. And I'm going to go into this for a transition shade. So I'm going to start sweeping that all into my crease, or the new crease that I'm about to create. And these things make you look like shit. God, I don't know how y'all do it. I got to get better camera. Okay, so I just keep sweeping it back and forth just like that. And then I'll slowly start darkening it up with whatever I want to choose. I'm going to go into this today. I don't know. It's just floating my boat. And then just kind of do the same thing. But when I do this stroke, I always kind of start that outer V a little bit. It can be just a tad bit messy because I'm going for a smoky eye anyway. But it will look good when I get done. I look so pale. It's crazy. Okay. So, got that going. Next is going into a darker color. So, now I really start on the outer V. And then I start just kind of slowly, small circles, blending that in. And then I can take it over a little bit. Just like that. There we go. Okay. And I always try to bring it up higher, a little bit up into this area of my eye because I have really hooded eyes. So I'm trying to recreate my eyes to look more, to have more depth, if that makes sense, or whatever, to make it just look different. It kind of, that's the ideal of doing your makeup in the first place, is to kind of recreate something, make it look different. Obviously, but you can make your eye shape change just from doing makeup if you do it correctly. I mean, I'm no expert, I'm not like perfect, but I've been doing it for quite some time. Okay, now I'm just using this purpley kind of shade. I love purples. And then I'll start slowly dragging that over a little bit. Just like that. And then do the same thing over here. First I start on the outer part. Get that all nice and wispy looking, nice and blended. And then just do the same thing. So it gets like that nice blown out look. This light is really going to drive me crazy. I am so sorry. Didn't do it last time, but it's doing it this time. Forgive me, guys. It's like right where I need to be. You can't see. It looks like shit. Yeah. So Now, I am going to use Too Faced. I love this color in the lid. I'm just crazy about it. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. I always pat it down a little bit. It can go up a little bit into this, just a little bit. Because I basically want to recreate that a little bit to make it look like deeper. If that makes sense. And I'm looking down in my mirror to make sure that I'm not messing up. It smells like chocolate. Yum. Okay. Now I'm going to go into Candied Violet, and I'm going to put that onto the outer part right here. Just right over top of where I placed the BH, and then I slowly take it over. I don't always do it like this. Sometimes I do it different, of course. I know how to do all of them, but I'm just playing around. I'm home. Nothing major. It doesn't matter if it comes up perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. Trust and believe. I'm far from it. Obviously, I look like shit, but I'm trying to change that. Okay, so that's laid down. Now, I'm going to blend those together when I'm done doing my under eye. I'm trying to make magic here. Okay, I'm going to go into this Too Faced Cat Eyes palette. I like to use it for my under eye area. And I'm going to go into the Jungle Love. I'm going to take a smudger brush and I'm going to start to slowly put that underneath my eye. But see, I like to keep it real tight to the eyelashes. Sorry, your under eyelashes. Forgive me, guys, if you're watching. Okay. The reason being is because sometimes I feel like when I drag it, it like creates a shadow, like, you know, like it made a fake shadow basically underneath your eye, but nothing crazy. And I'm gonna go into Pussycat, and I'm gonna put that into this area, starting right here, and then I drag it underneath of that. And the reason being is because it kind of like blows it out, it makes it look all nice and, you know, blended correctly. There we go. Now, anything will work for this area. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and put that into my tear duct area to brighten it up. All this will be blended once I get done. Okay. One of you, get out of there. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Alright, now we're going to blend this out real quick. With the same brush, I just wiped it off. I'm going to take this and then just start blending everything together the best that I can. It's not really showing the way it looks here. It sucks that I don't really have the best camera, I guess, or whatever I'm using, and this damn light, I can't really control that. Sorry. Okay. Softly blended that out. I might actually put a little more of that lid color on because I'm not digging. I want it to be a little more, I want it to show through a little better. Normally I wouldn't go right in and make like a line motion, if that's the best way I could put it, but because I've already placed it, it's not like I'm not gonna know where to place that at. Okay, girls, I don't know how we do it, truthfully. How do we do it? Because it just gets messy and cluttered when you're a female. And the reason my room looks the way it is because I'm at my grandparents' house, in the room I grew up in. Okay, that looks fine to me. Alright, now, I always put my eyeliner to the outer part of my eyes because I have really strange eye shape, and I've been doing it for years and it works great. I constantly get people asking why I do it like that, but then once it's done, you see why. Alright, I start, what I see in the mirror is right to where I see my pupil at. I start dragging this over the best I can to try my hardest to keep it very straight and perfect. I do not do cat eyes because my eyes are so damn hooded. It's very hard for me to get a wing to stay correctly without smudging all over the place. I'm just not big on it anyways. It's not my thing. To each its own though. They are pretty. Okay. And I always look down when I do this because if I try to do that and close my eye, it's going to just look horrible when I open it. Even if I'm doing someone else's makeup, if the way they want it, I always make them look down and open their eye, because then you'll be able to get it all up into into the eyelash area. Okay. Now I'm just going to put black into my waterline and then tight line the upper area as well. This side too. And in 5 minutes I'll probably have a black kooky thing in my eye like usual. Yay! You know what, today I'm going to be a little crazy. I'm going to use the Unicorn Tears from Too Faced. Why not? YOLO. I don't line it. I'm not concerned with all that perfection I see all over the place. Yay. Looking better. Ooh. I'm going to use the Love It, the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. And normally I would have just wiped that excess powder I got underneath my eye off, but I skipped it for a second. I made a little mistake, so I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll wipe that away. Please don't get into my eyeshadow. I hate that. I love this mascara. I mean, it's awesome. L'Oreal, you hit a home run. But that is the best, and it's affordable. Girls, I would totally go out and get this. I don't really do fake lashes. I mean, if I was going out or something, yeah, maybe. But if I'm chilling home, what the hell do I need all that for? I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to look better than I did without makeup. Hey. Alright, practically done. There we go. Each lash. First, I always dried it from the top. Sorry, I didn't explain that step. And then make sure I get all the lashes on the bottom. Really getting everything nice and separated. These are always a pain in the ass right there. Drives me crazy. See, it's nice and makes them very long and very. It's got some volume to it too, which is awesome. I love it. Okay. Well, because I'm going to use a brush that's much more dense to wipe that powder away, it won't get into my shadow. If I was using a big fluffy brush, then we might have a problem. Okay, so that's it. I mean, that's just like a little quick, you know, something to have to do around the house. So sorry about this lighting, guys, because it really doesn't look the way it does when I look in the mirror. It actually looks great, but unfortunately, all that contrast this phone has in it, it causes it to kind of look a little different. I'm going to have to buy a different camera to do this. Brush is just falling everywhere. Jeez. Okay. So I'm going to wipe all this powder that you probably can't even see no more right away from here. And you see these little areas right here. It just looks like that on the camera a little bit more than it actually is in person, but it'll go away because I'll actually just take a little bit of concealer and just kind of get up into that. It normally wouldn't have done that, but it happens sometimes. A little bit of fallout. I like BH Cosmetics. I really do, and I like Too Faced. Love them. So that's what I did. Nothing crazy. It only takes a couple minutes. Whatever. We're not trying to be perfect. So thank you for watching me. If you are, appreciate it. And definitely going to finish off with some NYX setting spray. Matte, hold it all day, all night. Dry it in. There's your cue. And then we say voila, magic. Bye.